Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the channel. As always, thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a few. My name is Rich, I'm the channel host, and normally we're talking about drones, construction progression reporting, all things that are kind of focused around building your small or medium drone business. Now, a couple of weeks ago, actually it's been more than a couple of weeks ago, I asked the question on my channel, what's your weakest skill set in your drone business? So on screen here, photo editing 7%, video editing 71%, taking aerial photos 4%, taking aerial video 7%, and drone flight in general 11%. The overwhelming winner here was video editing, and this kind of comes at a really good time too. So what we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks or months is we're going to be making a small series of basic video editing for drone operators. Now, this can be applied to anyone, so you don't have to be a drone user to get something out of this class series. We're going to start out with Final Cut Pro because that's the primary editor that I use. But we're also going to work with Davinci Resolve as well, which is another great video editor. And the regular version of it is also free. So that's a good one right there. Now, when we go through things on Final Cut and when we go through things on Davinci, basically a lot of this video editing in Premiere Pro from Adobe or Davinci or Final Cut Pro, the editors actually come across looking pretty similar because they're all doing the same exact task. So when we do things in Final Cut or we do things in Davinci, there are equivalents out there in Adobe's Premiere Pro as well. So keep that in mind. This will be useful for people beyond just being a Final Cut or Davinci person, okay? So don't get worried about that and say, oh, Rich, where's Premiere? So in the case of my business, I've been getting more requests for video with information in the video as well. So I've got clients who want drone construction progression reports. They want to do time-lapse videos and time-lapse stills and time-lapse orthomosaics. And we've talked a lot about doing the time-lapse orthomosaics before and afters. We've talked a lot about mapping and modeling because that stuff's really interesting to me and I have fun with it. The video side of it is just a way to get a final product to the clients usually, but I've been getting more and more into the video with the requests from my customers. And with that in mind, that's why we're going to start into this series. So this is just an intro to the series. We're not going to get into any big editing today, but I am going to go ahead and minimize this screen. And we're also going to change it so that we've got the full size screen here. So I'm just going ahead and doing that. So now we're stepping over to Final Cut Pro, and we're just going to take an overview of Final Cut Pro for now, since this is an intro video. The next video, we'll start getting into editing, getting clips loaded into the timeline, talk about some audio, and also talk about some additional tools that I think, your clients will probably like. So I've been getting more into the video side because of the requests of my customers. If the customers want it, go out there, learn how to do it, and then be able to provide them with that service as well. So over on the left-hand side, we've got some of the videos that I've made recently. I've got my libraries in here. I have an entire library for one of the realtors that I deal with. I've got my own library for doing videos like this. I've got another drone library for Drone Harmony. I do instructional videos for them from time to time. So I've got some things that are already loaded up and ready to go. Now this morning, before starting this video, I already prepped something to give you an idea of what I'm getting asked for by my customers lately. So down on the bottom, this is our timeline. This is where we drag our images, because you can bring still images in here. And this is also where we can pop our videos and start doing our editing. So I've got something set up in the timeline, and we'll take a look real quick momentarily. Over on the right-hand side, we've got the bar up here. We can get info about our project, info about our clips. We can show the video inspector, and we'll be getting into this more in depth in upcoming videos. Today is just the intro to what we're up to. So we have a lot of information going on in here. When we're dealing with our audio, we're going to have some audio tools in here as well. Down toward the right-hand bottom, we've got our transitions. We also have different plugin tools as well. So I have audio and video tools here for color correcting with Color Finale Pro, for instance. We've got we've got Crumple Pop for dealing with echo in the videos. So we've got a lot of different tools loaded over in here. Those are getting into the advanced topics. We will hit on some of them as we move forward with this series. And keep in mind, this is going to be a longer series. It'll space it out. I think we'll probably do one video a week as we're starting with this. However, if people have more interest in it, just let me know. So what I did this morning was I grabbed some of my video files from over the years, and I just wanted to show you some of what people are requesting from me now to go into their progression reports. So they like before and after orthomosaics, they like those before and after time-lapse videos, but they're wondering if we can get a little more. So what is it that they're looking for here? Well, first, this is one of our construction sites, CW Builders, building number 1. And you notice that this little pop-out happened here. So this is called a call-out. So I was playing with a couple of call-outs this morning to show you some of the things that clients are asking for. So clients are regularly asking for some more identification on screen, which makes absolute sense. Some of our customers have us fly raw land sites that don't really have too many markers or give you an idea of where the property is at. And so if we can drop something like these call outs, that will give people an idea of the size of the property. So now we're just rotating around. Not only are they doing this on raw land sites, but they're wanting some information and notifications on their homes for sale as well. So we've got Granite Mountain in the background. We had that label moving on through as a motion tracker here. So we're going to continue this one forward, and now we'll see here is a large community in the area, in the Prescott area, called Granville. And a couple of years ago, they were building out some more of Granville. So as we're rotating here, here's the main Granville link for a call out. And as we rotate to where all the new buildings are going to go, we have another pop out here to let people know, you know, more is going to be going on in that area. New builds back in 2020. So most of this area is actually very well filled in. Also, we've been getting requests in motion tracking for tracking a surface area to show the general location of construction sites or the general locations of where a new home pad's going. So we'll move over into that one here, and you can see this green area fill in. So it's got, we dropped the opacity down so that we could see the construction going on, but we're basically blocking out the overall area of where the construction is going on for the moment. And as this rotates through, we have that fade out. And then we also flag the RV garage in there as well. So this is the type of stuff. These are the type of requests that I'm getting more and more for our clients. So also some drone video closer into homes for sale for doing the exteriors. So you could do things with those call outs like identify where the living room, dining room, kitchen might be. So you could use call outs for that. You could use the call outs for a really cool patio area like this with their own little gas fireplace and whole grilling area. So that's what's inspired me to start doing these new videos on editing video for your drone work. Once again, you don't necessarily have to be a drone pilot. If you are interested in doing ground-based video as well, this is going to be a very basic series. So what can you expect from the next video coming out on this one? Well, we're going to start out with a couple of video clips. We're going to import the video clips into Final Cut Pro, and we're going to start doing some basic work with the video clips. Once we've got that down, we're going to move on to talking about some higher end topics. We'll be talking about doing audio overlays like what we're doing here with our talk on this particular video. And then we'll also talk about basic color correction. And Apple's Final Cut does offer basic color correction as well. And then there are other color correction tools as well out there as plugins for Final Cut, for Davinci, or for Premiere. So as I said at the start of this, we're going to start out with Final Cut Pro, but that's not going to exclude Davinci down the road and also Premiere Pro, because once you get the idea in this editor, you're going to have a very good idea of what you're doing in the other editors as well. So that's what we can expect and we can plan for in the coming weeks. So I hope you're excited about this series. Please drop a comment below. Let me know anything that you'd like to see in these video editing series, and we'll see if we can make it happen. The one thing we won't be doing is Premiere Pro, unfortunately, and just because I don't want to sign up to that on the Adobe plan as well. So, all right, everybody, there's the wrap, and there's what's going to be coming up in the very near future here at AZ Drone. I hope you find this one interesting, and like I said, let me know down in the comments below what you'd like to see. We'll see you again real soon. Have a great week.